30th of January, and I gotta double check my calendar because does January have 31 days or 30? It has 31. Okay, so um, something cool is that unknowingly I started the year. I wasn't able to drink on New Year's Eve. It just didn't feel good, well, and then I didn't finish a single drink. I opened one can and then took two sips and stopped. But as of tomorrow, I don't plan on drinking tonight. I will have finished an entire sober January, or dry January, as some people call it. So that's really cool. I wasn't really planning that, but that's something that kind of fell into place trying to get the rest of my shit together. So, um, dry January, wow. Probably shoot for February too, if I'm being really honest. Anytime that I think about drinking or having a drink, it doesn't sit well. Doesn't feel like a mood or a vibe at all. It feels anxiety ridden juice. That's what alcohol feels like now. I did finish painting my room. It is kind of a bitch on the one wall that is farthest from the window because it gets the most light, and so there's a lot of just little white patches showing through. I'm thinking about getting another brush head just so that I can finish off my work with a brand new brush, not wash anything up and risk any user error stuff. So I'm thinking of finishing that today so that I can put the office all back together. But today's Friday, and it's kind of I have long weekends in the middle of school, so I had my longest night on Wednesday night, and then yesterday I had off. We streamed, hung out. I cleaned a lot, I worked out, stretched. Yesterday was a pretty good day as far as trying to get all my shit together. I stayed up a decent amount of time so that I kind of slept a decent amount of time, but um, I was able to stick to just the one meal in the middle of the day, and then at nighttime I had some leftovers from the night before and some yogurt for dessert, and I feel good today. I have my coffee brewing right now, so I'm gonna go get that all. I'm gonna grab that, bring it out here so we can hang out and chat. But we'll be right back.
Who'd you make this for?
I wouldn't have lived this long if I discussed my clients.
You may not live long if you don't.
We do the job, we don't ask questions.
Hi, Dad.
I'm gonna cook and then I have to go.
What?
My mind, it hasn't been right. I'm confusing time. No one can know. My secret.
Memory of a Killer, all new this Monday on Fox.
This is something that I've been dreaming about.
I want to be a singer.
And I believe
Sorry about that. Welcome to another Friday here at CJ's Gym. Got the pups out here with me today. They've been a lot. They've been a lot on the sleep schedule. They're not complying with anything that we're trying to do. But they sure are cute. Yesterday I met someone new, Void. Void calls my name. We had a really good conversation just about all things fitness, health, where we live related. Just kind of getting to know some of the people. So he said he clicked on the video because he liked the sound of my voice, which was a really nice compliment. But also, I was just happy that someone was here to chit chat through my entire workout, because I wasn't feeling it yesterday, and the way that Void and I were chatting, we were bonding over the times that we really don't feel like doing stuff, and I felt super blessed after our conversation, because after hearing about his light schedule in Finland, I have nothing to complain about here. I have plenty of hours of daylight, and sort of just structure that doesn't change throughout the year. I mean, so talking with him was really cool. I hope he tunes in, or I hope he's feeling up to snuff today. What you puppy doing? What you puppies doing? I just like to sit here, lick my legs, and remind me that I'm just the chef. I just bring the food here. What are you doing? Tula. What are you doing? I don't really know what we should do today. I could turn today into a long walk. Happy Friday. There's my guy. Happy Friday, Void. How you feeling today? I was just chatting about you. Talking about our in-depth conversation yesterday about when you're feeling it, when you're not feeling it. Yeah. I was recapping yesterday's conversation when you and I just said that I felt really blessed after hearing about kind of the light schedule situation in Finland, and how I really have nothing to complain about here, because I have a decent light schedule and nothing changes that much year round. You know, we talked about the stores. You made me realize how good I have it with like the decent sized grocery store within a mile of my house. I can always go. I could wake up every day with an empty fridge and walk to a grocery store that has plenty of good food, good options, you know, not the stuff that it's easy to binge eat and stuff. So yeah, no, we're just recapping, Void. Of course, we're friends. We chatted through a full workout now. How you feeling today? Yeah, when I painted the room yesterday, I really thought I hit every single spot over and over and over, but I think it's because the brush that I used was a little stiff from the day before. Oh, you're good. But there's just a couple white spots that, like, just the way the light reflects and the way that the light bounces, you can definitely tell that there's less. I just heard a dog, and I have both my dogs here. Drop top. Weeble wobble. I'm going to be doing some treadmill stuff today because I feel like getting my heart rate up while letting my muscles kind of chill for the day. Because tomorrow we have another end of the week workout. We have an end of the week workout that'll kind of finish off the muscles. Then we have Sunday, which Sunday, the workout plan is 5 days on, 2 days off. So I'm thinking about just doing 4 days on, a day off, a day on, another day off. And so this is technically a day off. So we're just gonna treadmill walk on an incline. Let's see, what are we gonna do? We're gonna jump rope for 5 minutes because that is our warm up. And then after that, we are going to stretch for 5-ish minutes, get our rotator cuffs nice and loose because they're just a little sore from the way that I sleep. I sleep on my stomach, but I lay on my arms, I crisscross them, and I smash them like this. So when I wake up, both of my shoulders are really sore. And it doesn't matter how I sleep. I can't sleep on my back because, fun fact, I will 9 times out of 10 when I fall asleep on my back, whether it's a nap, whether it's I'm just exhausted, I fall asleep my face up. I get terrible sleep paralysis, and it never fails. Like, even after all these years, I had it a couple days ago, and yeah, it just reminded me that, like, sleeping on my back, maybe it's sleep apnea, maybe it's, I don't know, but I cannot for the life of me sleep on my back without waking up in some kind of panic. So that's no good. Yeah, oof, for real. It's this weird type of sleep paralysis where I wish I could. Okay, so the way I explained it to my girlfriend was, if my eyes are the camera right now, if you're the camera, if you were to blink right now and look that way, you would expect I'd be over here and you'd be looking that way. But what happens in my mind is I'm blinking and the same fried image is in my eyes, and I look this way, and this entire image that I was just looking at is over here, but I'm still interacting with everything. Yeah, Toby's getting a good taste. He's warming up the legs before we hit this jump rope. But yeah, it's just a terrible, terrible experience, and I hate it. Also, I think I'm gonna shave. I think I'm gonna shave. And not just trim it up either. I'm thinking of I'm gonna clean the face for like a full month. Bloop, bloop. Does this not work? What? It can't be. Please, no. I need you today more than ever. You've been such a good remote. You don't. Aha, you didn't mean it. You lying son of a bitch. You just needed to get smacked around. It's like all of us. We don't work. We just need to be smacked around a little bit. I've been working really hard on trying to let myself slowly ease into the stuff that I have to do, because it's not a lot. But for some reason, I just can't do it, my man. Look at me. I'm not even halfway through my cup of joe. Setting everything up. I just want to be productive all the time, except when I don't, which is all the time. You know what I did last night? I made my first Dungeons and Dragons character and started my first, I started the first portion, the leg, with my brother, his wife. Is he my brother-in-law? My sister-in-law's brother and his girl. And we all made our characters, and we're starting a campaign, but we're all very brand new, so we had to take like a full day to learn how to actually make our characters and stuff. So we did that, and I had mine done, but yesterday we came up with backstory stuff. You tried D&D, but yeah, I've never tried it, and I am trying to be more open with the stuff that my brother has me try. Here's why. My brother is always a couple years ahead of me, naturally, 7 years older. But when the waves of tech, when the waves of fashion, when the waves of everything kind of hit, he's always been pretty far ahead of me in comparison to just knowing what stuff is. So for example, my brother streams on Twitch, or used to stream very consistently on Twitch years ago, years ago. When he told me about it, I was like, you have people watch you live in your kitchen? Like, that's mad weird. Fast forward 5 years, here I am. All of my tech stuff, my PC, I bought a PC after my brother, had one for years. I started to try and get into the whole 3D printing thing this year, but I just don't want to spend any more money on more hobbies right now. But he's really into Maker Faire stuff, and he's a builder of just a lot of stuff. If you don't know, Fetty Guacalini, he's always in my chat. He might have been in here yesterday too. But you should check out his YouTube or his, he's on Discord too. But his channel, Fetty Guacalino, that's where we streamed a lot of my early ideas and his early ideas and stuff, and that's where I got a lot of my ideas to come do here. So, Tula's trying to weigh herself. Get that fool. Let's promote you, local guy. Okay, do it. Promote me. So yeah, my brother is very in tune with all the stuff that I do here. So something that we need to work on is, yeah, Tula doesn't need to be worried about her weight. This is why I started this channel, is to help the children understand social media from real life. Look at the insecurities she already has at such a young age. So on Twitch, apparently if you watch me for a certain amount of days, you get bits or you get, cheering points. And I'm not savvy with any of that stuff. And so my brother has, good morning, Ashley. What an entrance. And my brother has ideas because he has the most amount of bits. And so he's always saying, what are you going to do with all the bits? I have the most cheering points. You should do something cool. So I was thinking, what would you guys like to see on the stream? What is something you would cheer for? Or, not cheers as in like you donate money. I'm not looking for that. It's because people watch consistently. You get a certain amount of given stuff, so you can cheer with those. So like maybe it's a TREAET for the dogs. Maybe it's a couple pull-ups. Maybe it's, I don't know. Workout hasn't started yet, Ashley. We're slowly getting into it, but finishing our black cup of coffee and then we'll get started. How's your day going? Don't. Uh-oh, I gotta scroll down to see what you said. Don't. I can't hear what music you're hearing, but I can see that we're vibing. I'm waking up right now. I am this much. I have this much black coffee left. This much. I have just a little bit more, and then I start jump rope. I am not going to chug it. This is black coffee. But like stuff like that, if you had cheering bits, like if you cheered 100 points, like maybe I'd chug it, I'd probably chug it for a minuscule amount of money. I don't know how that actually works, but we should figure that out together. Puerto Rican Ashley is my kick representative. So all things kick related, I'm going to ask you about, since you're the only person who watches me from kick. Hello? Yes. Good, how are you? Sorry, guys. That was a semi-important call about my mortgage. Yeah, the dogs love checking in on me. So they're kind of the stars of the show. All right, so we have Ashley, our Kick representative, Void, Twitch representative, also leader of our Finnish embassy. While I'm doing my 5 minutes of jump rope, here's the biggest thing that I really need. I'm asking from this as a friend and as someone who, what happened with your mortgage? Just the guy called and was asking questions about my mortgage that I was like, why are you asking questions? As a telemarketer, but one that I kind of have to answer because technically I don't really know. It's veteran stuff. It's veteran stuff. It could have been a scam. That's why I didn't go through with it. So, damn kickers. Hey, we're all friends here. I want the kickers and the twitchers to come together while I'm doing my 5, maybe 10 minutes of jump rope. And I want you to find me a YouTube viewer because, damn it, I'm live on YouTube as well. And I forgot to promote that as much. I should probably put that down in this little thing right here. But I'm live on YouTube as well. And we have Twitch. We have Kick. I know the Twitchers don't love the kickers, but we gotta come together, guys, and grow the gym. And if not, just tell me what you guys are planning on doing for the day, because I'm bored and I want to know. Y'all got plans? Y'all gonna work out today, or what the deal? I like it. All right, Kick ambassador. Counting on you. Well, when he gets there, tell him to subscribe to my stream and make sure that he's on YouTube. I hope anybody who has me playing at their place has people walk in and they're like, hey, are you aware there's just a brown guy jump roping on your screen? Like, what's up with that? Like, you just watch this guy in his gym? In his garage? Like, can you afford Netflix? Like, there's other stuff to watch, you know, that's what I imagine people say. All right, friends. 5 minutes of jumping rope coming right up. I'm listening to some Zapp and Rogers, so I'm feeling groovy. Toby, they want to see you. I gotta lower this a little. Well, he left immediately. I always wonder what my dogs think. Yeah, Toby doesn't care that I can jump over a rope. Do it, Roger, do it. I'm feeling the burn. Oh, I'm feeling it. Ow. Let's go. Diana on Twitch followed, guys. Give her a welcome. Thank you so much, Diana. This next 2 minutes is dedicated right to you. I gotta find a good song, and then I'm ready to cook. Hi. Hi, Diana. Thank you so much for... Dude, such a good question. Diana, we'll make that today's topic today. Let me warm up, I'll start stretching, and I'll give you a full tour and price. All my honor. But welcome, this is my gym. These are compression shorts, the way that I be strutting them. If I put chubby shorts on my Amazon wish list and someone buys them, absolutely. Okay, we are warm. We need 2 minutes of... Ain't nothing flopping around except my belly flap, all right? Wait. Okay, guys, 2 minutes. Let's get it. You thought I was gonna jump rope. You fools. I didn't even pick a good song. Fooled. Sometimes talked a voice in his head called kick people. Void, you have to understand that there's gonna be kickers in here, but I love the twitchers and kickers all the same. I even want some tubers in here because we're live on the tube. I'm sorry, Void, but I just want to show a lot of people. All right, give me 2 minutes and then I'll do the gym tour. I just put on my favorite Lil Wayne song, so I'll be done. Got some speed there. All right, we're warm. Okay. This episode of CJ's Gym, sponsored by no one, just me. Fire calves. Thanks, my guy. That's what jump roping can do to you. Not proud of a whole lot of my body, but I'm proud of that. Also, swim team. A lot of years of roller hockey. Thank you for the forgiveness. Okay. So, first things first. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. So, Diana, I want to show you. This is my garage gym, but almost about a year and a half ago, it was just a big empty concrete room. The first thing I did was I bought this treadmill. This thing is by far the most expensive and new thing that I've ever bought for this gym, at least. This cost $1,200 at Dick's Sporting Goods, and it's one of the main reasons why I feel like it's a complete home gym, is because if you have somewhere to run, walk, or just be mobile, I don't know. Something about having a treadmill is just a necessity for me. Always has been. It can't be a walker, an elliptical, anything like that. It needs to be a treadmill. Next, let's go down to the floors. So these floors are from Amazon. You can find them. They're just tile pieces. The tiles themselves sell in packs of 12, and they go for, I think it's like it was $120 for a pack of 12, but when I bought them, I bought all of them on Black Friday one year, probably last year. Well, no, the year before, technically. And it was $60 for a pack, so I was able to buy 2 packs for pretty much the price of one. So I loaded up on them, and actually I ended up putting a lot more floor onto this ground than I ever thought that I would. I thought that maybe I would just do like out to here, but the more that I had, the more I figured why not. So why buy a treadmill when you can go fall outside? Because here there's no sidewalks around where I live, so I've grown up around this place where you can't safely run anywhere. So yeah, I understand. Next up, let's talk about my lighting system. All right, this right here was also a Black Friday deal that I got. This whole light is supposed to be, this honeycomb is supposed to go inside of this right here. But after I did it, I or after I built this side, I was like, wait, this whole side isn't lit, and I have this side right here. So I figured maybe if you can tell, and I'm not. Oops. Close this. So I'm not a handyman. I have to try and be. But when I first put this up, I obviously messed up that corner. It's not aligned by any means, right? I did this all by myself. It was me, my ladder, and a drill in this big box of stuff. And I waited for like 2 months to even try and put these lights up because I didn't know how the wires were gonna work out. I was doing every little connection by myself. So this took a really long time, but this light itself was around $200 for the entire thing, which is not a bad deal for how much light you get. Okay. Next thing we are going to talk about is this punching bag right here. Everybody needs a good punching bag, or at least I do, because I had come from a boxing gym. That was the most recent gym that I'd been to before starting my own. So I like to spar and I like to hit the bag. And I think I'm going to do that today for today's workout, but we'll do that after the tour since you followed. Thank you so much for, I don't think I said it enough. Thank you for the follow. But let's see. This bag itself, everything else I'm pretty sure is from Facebook Marketplace. Just lied. The mirrors. These mirrors are $50 for 1, 2. Come with the brackets. So 50, 50, 50. So $150 in mirrors. Also, I did hang these by myself. That is why they are misaligned. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with how they came out because it was just me holding a mirror with my forehead, drilling into the wall. And again, this is the biggest project I've ever done in my life. I've never mounted anything on the wall, let alone a mirror, let alone knew what a French cleat was before starting all this work. So this has been a huge learning experience. Over here, we have just the basic stuff. This is all stuff that I have collected since my time in the Navy. So this foam roller right here, $2 from Goodwill, I think. This dumbbell this kettlebell here has been with me since Washington, D.C. 6 years ago. I bought this right when COVID started and never really used it. These came with this Marcy machine set that's right next to me. This entire set over here, I bought from Facebook Marketplace. So I think the only thing I have left to show you guys is the weights and the squat rack. So this entire squat rack, all of the weights, the weight tree, all the attachments, bar, all of that came from Facebook Marketplace. I found this guy online who was selling his home gym, and I reached out, and I was just like, hey, how much you want for everything? And he offered to deliver all of it for $700. So this whole rack, these are also from Washington, D.C. I've had these for years and years. These are the Tribe bands. You can find these on Amazon. I bought these more recently for pull-ups and dips because these ones are getting a little worn out. So this was another, I'd say $70 for these. The workout rings are $30 themselves. Those are also something that have been a really cool just accessory for my workouts. I was in the Navy. Yeah, I did 4 years in the Navy. What about you? What do you do, Diana, on Twitch? And then the punching bag. Yeah, so I hung the punching bag. This is the very first thing that ever gave me the idea to start CJ's Gym was my punching bag right here. I had never found a joist in the ceiling. I had never found a stud. I didn't have a stud finder. I didn't have a driller driver. So I went to, whatchamacallit, the hardware store, Home Depot, and I got a brand new drill and driver set, some big ass screws, and I found this on Facebook Marketplace down the street for $50. So I went and picked it up, And it was the very first thing that I ever did to this gym. I'm super proud of how far this place has come. It's obviously not professionally done at all, but you can see that there's some, every single thing that is in here, I put in here. Oh, also the other thing, this inversion table is for my back. This is the only other thing that I probably purchased on the side. Some attachments for the squat rack and all that, but yeah, I use this every so often to decompress my lower back. Yes, that's my thing, is when I used to go to a commercial gym, I used to work at Planet Fitness, and I love Planet Fitness, and what other places? A ton of, I don't know, just any gym that I've ever been to. They're awesome, but they have so much stuff that if you want to do something, you have to pretty much like close your mind off to the rest of the gym. So I really wanted to get good at plyometrics and just body weight stuff for a long time. So I canceled my gym membership and just worked out in my bedroom. And all I had was the resistance bands and the dumbbells or the kettlebells. And so I did that for about a year, and I got in really good shape. And then for a long time I walked, and I like taking walks. And so I figured, why not get the treadmill? That's something that I enjoy doing. Running is also something that was a big part of my life it just has been. And so putting everything together, I realized this would just be my essential gym. Like, this is everything that I personally need. For a lot of my friends, I don't have enough weight here for them to even get a good sweat going. But for me, I feel like I don't even use a lot of the stuff in here because of how I structure my workouts. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to, cut down. So it just goes to show you don't need a ton of stuff to get in shape. And even if you have a ton of stuff, you're not going to be in shape just because you have it. So yeah, Diana, that is the tour of the place. The only thing I can think of is the only thing more expensive than the entire gym right here is my setup, my actual streaming setup. This was the hardest thing to set up. So when I first finished the gym, I was like, it's fucking awesome. I'm ready to work out, and I really wanted to stream it. And so streaming it turns into its own thing. That's how it gets really difficult figuring out how I'm gonna get internet all the way out here. So I ran an Ethernet cord through a bunch of walls. 10 out of 10, we have a YouTube viewer. I repeat, we have a YouTube viewer, everyone. Screaming from the void. That's my boy Void over on YouTube. So yeah, I had my gaming PC out here for a long time, and then I was streaming off my laptop for a long time, and then I was like, you know what, if this is gonna be a real thing that you're doing, you need to buy a computer for out here. So I had to buy just kind of an not old, it was brand new, a lower end PC from Best Buy that had all the stuff that I needed. And then the camera work, that took a long time to figure out which camera to use, but I ended up using this PTZ so that I could use the remote. The Rode mic was a pretty simple choice, and yeah, this is pretty much everything put together. I have more that I want to do. For a long time I was going to paint the walls, but I don't like the white, you know? You guys are awesome. You guys are fantastic. I'm really today is day 30 of consistently working out on stream all January. I have not missed a single day. And so this is really cool that I'm getting to hang out with some cool people and that I just get to have a little banter. So for today's workout, we did our warm up. We are going to do 100 leg raises over on the Diana's following me, help. We're gonna do our 100 leg raises over here, and then yeah, we're gonna box today. We're gonna punch some stuff because I'm feeling hype. I'm feeling hyped up and just happy with how much interest people take, you know? This just goes to show you really can do anything on the internet and someone's gonna like it, you know? If you would have told, you know, it's funny, is my dad, he worked out every single morning for as long as I can remember. My father is the reason why I have the idea that a home gym is necessary. He had weights in his gym that were older than I was, right? He just had this old setup. It was obviously front porch gym kind of stuff, but he had weights that were way older than any of his kids. And I have grown up with a squat rack in my garage my entire life. And it would always get dirty. And it would always get, there'd be laundry in the garage. And there'd be, I don't know, just a lot of stuff. But he would not miss a workout. He'd get out there every morning, do his thing. And so I bought a house, and I figured, I'm going to turn this into my own little Planet Fitness, and I'll never miss a day. And just from building it alone, I think the entire last year when I was building it, I wasn't working out. I was injured. I just wanted to finish the gym so that when I healed up, I would be able to jump right back into it. And today is the 30th day in a row of working out. I think this is the longest streak that I've been on for a decent while, like a very long time. Oh. 10 for the consistency. Diana from Twitch. You're my best friend. About that. I also edit all my own stuff now. I've been doing that. I'm I'm painting my office right now, so I don't have my editing system up and going. But if you check out any of my other socials, my Insta, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, I edit and do all my own stuff on there. I'm trying to grow my presence on this gym, but I figured the easiest way to grow is quite literally just stream every single day. And there have been like 5 days this month that I didn't feel like streaming. I didn't need to be quite honest. There was no, it was a rest day. I could have easily taken the day off and just said Sundays are done. But I made a goal to stream every single day, not to work out every single day. Just stream, because I wanted to show how mundane and boring getting in shape can actually be, We're gonna weigh in at the end of today, and I think I'm gonna be pretty surprised, but also just proud of how things are going, because we've taken a big turn this week with our diet and water consumption, and school being in full swing, final semester of my master's program. Just a lot to keep track of, and I'm happy with how I performed this week. Doesn't hurt that I have Fridays off too, so. Diana, also, where's Ashley? Ashley, where are you at? Oh, I think maybe her friend got there, and they're watching me together. Diana, I know about Void. He's from Finland. Ashley thinks I have a cute butt. But Diana, I'd like to know more about you, if you'd like to share. Something I can connect with you on, so that every time you jump in stream, I'm like, oh my God, it's Diana, the person who wanted to know how much I spent on my gym. Romania? Dude, when I went to, I'm gonna do another set of leg lifts for this, but when I went to, where was it? Croatia. When I was in Croatia, I stayed in a hostel, and there was this girl who was from Montana, but she was studying abroad in Romania, and there was some kind of excavation they were doing. She was an archaeology student, and they were doing an excavation in Romania underneath a church where they found a bunch of remains of maybe children, maybe small people, maybe, I don't know. But tell me if that rings any bells in Romania or if she was just lying to me. That sounds cool, yeah. What are you studying? You're in exam season. I just finished my finals week a few weeks ago, and now I'm at the beginning of a new semester. But it did sound cool, and I was just curious if Romania. Dentistry? How do you study to be a dentist? Let's study together. What are you learning about right now? Ow, my elbows. Tooth doctor, for sure. Okay. Prosthodontics. Is that prosthetics? Like crowns, implanted teeth, fake teeth, veneer. Yeah, okay. So I'm on the right track. Very cool. What do you need to, you probably need to know everything about them. Chemical mixes and sealants and allergies and what can go wrong if you mix this and that when that and that wasn't supposed to. That's terrifying, to be very honest with you. I'm a business major. I say things like, if you open up a dental office around here, you can make a lot of money. People shake my hand and say, you're right, we could. And then they go to you and they say, make it happen, Captain. I just started going to the dentist again because my insurance started covering it, but only time I went to the dentist as a child, I went once and they were like, you have so many cavities, and then I didn't go back and all those teeth fell out. And then I went back to the dentist again later. And they're like, yeah, great set of teeth, man. They must have all fallen out. And then I went back when I was not a joke. This is a true story. When I was in the Navy for boot camp. I am from California, just so put that out there. When I was in Chicago for boot camp, I had to get a root canal on one of my front bottom teeth. And they did the cold test, where they put the cold on each tooth. And it's like, can you feel it? Can you feel it? This tooth right here, I couldn't feel anything. This tooth, I felt everything. The doctors, you're not allowed to do anesthesia in boot camp. You're not even allowed to have more than like Advil. So you're just at their mercy. Diana, they did the root canal on a wrong tooth. And I'm not kidding. They did the root canal on a live tooth. A live tooth. I was laying there. You're probably 2 weeks into boot camp. Your head's shaved. You're super sick because you're meeting people from all over the world. And they lay you down, and he does a cold test. And I said, oh. And he goes, you're not supposed to feel that. It's the other tooth. And I go, no, I can feel it. And he goes, no, I think you're just feeling it from the other tooth. And they drilled. And I was like, it was quick because those dentists at boot camp, they're doing people all day, all night, right? He does it, fills it, whatever. 2 months later, I get to my first command. They look at my dental records. Hey, you needed two root canals? No. I just needed the one. No, you needed one over here. No, I got one over here. Another root canal. No anesthesia. I don't know what it is about the military. Maybe it's because they have a tendency of turning people into drug addicts, but no anesthesia. Wasn't allowed. I had anesthesia when I had surgery as a kid, but never since then. And it hurt. It hurt. Yeah, it was one of the most painful things that I've ever felt. And I was just told that's how it's supposed to be. Like, this is gonna make it feel better. And you know, when you're a nobody in the military in your first 2 months, no doctor is gonna be like, "Oh, did you? You sure you felt the wrong tooth?" Like, no one's double checking. So yeah, I've had 2 root canals. It hurt to high heaven. It hurt more than anything. Actually, that's not true. I've had a catheter put in, but it was top 5 pains I've ever felt in my life. I'm just happy it was on. Let me see if I can even show you. I'm just happy it was on the front, not one of these wider teeth, you know? It was on the front, they went straight down. And filled it with some orange stuff. And yeah, it was terrifying. But that's what you get when you see a naval dentist. So, I hope you never treat someone who says, "Hey doc, you sure that's the right tooth?" The void calls my name. Is it sleepy time, Void? Time for bed? You just talking about anesthesia. Got another set of 20. So, I have a very diverse group in here. Romania, Finland, I think. I don't know where my kicker is at. Ashley. But trying not to go buy snacks. Hey, you don't need the snacks. Tell me this, what have you eaten today? I want to know that before my next set of 20's up. What have you had today, Void? Let's talk about that. And I'm not calling you out. I'm trying to motivate. So if you don't want to tell me, you ain't got to tell me either. I've had a black cup of coffee today, and some water, some nicotine from a vape, and a little bit of weed. There's my answer. What's yours? Ooh, big pops. Big pops. Void. Where you at, brother? Diana? You watching this because you need to get back in the gym? Four chops, tomatoes, 3 small chocolate bars, 2 tuna rye breads. Okay. Okay. So my question is, what time is it there? Because that doesn't sound like a terrible. I mean, pork fillet, like pork chops, is that what we're talking about? Because definitely some fruit instead of snacks. That's a good. I've been doing that too. I really like chocolate. I really like chocolate Reese's. I like Hershey. I like nougat. I like it all. And and 2 cream cheese rye breads. So I know cream cheese. Diana, what time is it? Actually, why am I asking you guys this? I could just Google this shit. What time in Romania? 8:03 p.m. Okay. What time in Finland? So you guys are in the same time zone. All right, cool. That should tell you a little bit about how much I know about anything geography-wide or history-wise, knowing I didn't know anything about Romania to start. But banana with biscuits is better than potato chips, for example. It feels like a snack. What time is it in Cali? It's 10:03 a.m. My day is just getting started. I try and do my workouts first thing in the morning, and I've been pretty good at it, but clearly there's a reason why you guys watch, and it's because it's late where you're at. So I'm from the past. Let me know. Just let me know what my future looks like, Diana. Let me know if it's worth traveling to. Okay, so we're going to do a little boxing today, a little throwing hands. First things first, before we go into the actual act of punching something. We'll get this rope, tie this off, and this is going to help us with our footwork. Gonna help us try and visualize an actual, line to get past, a line to sort of work with. Also, this needs to be a little farther. And I don't need you. And I definitely don't need this. So we're gonna do 2 minutes of working this line right here. You probably can't even see it, but I have this pink line right here. We're gonna throw some hands and slowly move into it. Today's not gonna be a crazy day for getting sweaty throwing hands. Today was actually gonna be sort of a rest day. What's more restful and getting in a bout of fisticuffs with no one in here, you know? We're gonna keep watching the chat, but the microphone is just gonna come off here so that I can listen to some music while we vibe. But please, more questions, more topics. Void, did you go to the store? Oh no, he said something. Void, I'm not telling you to not go to the store, and I'm not telling you to go to the store. I'm just saying, you know what you should do. And if you do it, good for you. If you don't, good for you. All right, here we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Tea. Tea for the win, baby. What kind of tea? Good. Diana, we're here to make sure that you study. You might have jumped in here and thought, I'm going to watch a large brown man jump rope. You'd be wrong. You're here to realize, damn, I need to study today. Apparently I made tea and forgot about it. Nice. Very nice. You know why, Diana? Because someday there's going to be someone out there who says, oh yeah, I got a root canal and it was the best experience of my life. You know why? Because they did it on the proper tooth. And you'll remember me in all my glory. Whether I'm years past, months, days, I will have transcended time, and I will be in your mind as the guy who told you about the truth. Everyone's telling you to study, so now you got to do it. Study, Diana. Study, Diana. Study, Diana. We're gonna do another 2 minutes of this. Oops, that's not gonna work. That's right. Make the family proud. Make us rich. We need it. That's too sweet. I will need another tooth someday. And Romania's healthcare seems a lot better than mine, so I will take you up on that. Yeah, I want to know something funny. What's funny, huh? Funny how? Funny how? You guys name that movie? Funny how? What am I, what, amuse you? Some fucking clown? Hold on, I'm gonna come read that in a second. Funny how? What am I, a clown? I fucking amuse you? I will make a tea in Finnish. Is teen teen? Teen teen. Teen is the verb and teen is the noun as well? Teen teen. Interesting. Teen teen. Teen teen. Ah, Teen Teen. The Adventures of Tintin. That was such a banger movie. Do you guys remember Tintin? When Disney tried something new and it worked, and then they were like, fuck this. Is said like the E in Emma. Ten ten. So ten ten then. Ah, ten ten. Like, yeah, like Dancing with the Stars. Ten. And double E means that the sound is stretched a bit longer than usual. Dan. Ah, Dan. All right, guys, 3 minutes of freestyle boxing coming right up. 6 minutes of ad-free music coming right at you. Just having fun today. Ooh. Oh no, he's gone. No, Void. Diana, I would just like to say, I'm either a really entertaining streamer, or you really don't want to study. I want you to know, as a performing streamer, I get it. You can't take your eyes off the goods. The show is one you don't want to miss. But also, Diana, don't do a root canal on someone who doesn't need it. I don't know how else to stress this to you. It was fun. It felt good. It felt... Exactly. Exactly. Okay, that first round was just for fun. This round we are going to work specifically on punch, punch, maybe another punch, and then move out of the way. Cause ooh. Hell no. My wisdom teeth might be coming in, and I'll take them out myself. I'm not letting anybody touch my mouth anymore, dude. It's over. They had their chance. How about another round, huh? How about another round? Oh, hell no. Why is the doctor listening? I mean, I'm complaining about the exact opposite thing that happened to me, but why? My question is, why doesn't the doctor know? You know? Why would I be the one to be like, hey man, wrong tooth? Okay. Can't do anything today. There we go. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you were fine, but still, my question remains. How does the doctor not get this? How come they don't know immediately? Fight that bag like it owes you rent money. Hey, and I'm trying, but he's not paying, to be very honest with you. Might do one more round with this dude, but he's promising me payment on the 1st, and that's like a couple days from now. So I think I'm gonna have to give him the business. This final round is for the gold and a chance at $10,000. Just gotta rest it up. Who do I dedicate this fight to? I don't know. Maybe my Swedish and Romanian friends. Maybe I'm fighting for all the dentists in the world who just want to do a proper root canal. Fighting for the people who make a glass of tea and forget where it is. I said Swedish, didn't I? I'm not Finnish. That must be mad disrespectful. I'm thinking of different countries, man. I'm American. I'm American, man. I'm a Californian American. My state is the 3rd largest economy in the world, all right? I don't know why I'm saying these things. I'm just trying to think like I know things. Finland. And also, I fight for the Swedish people who make tea and forget it too. So I also fight for Finnish people who want to go get snacks. For Romanian dentists. For everything. I fight for them all. I fight for so many people, I can't even keep track. All right, guys, 3 minutes to glory, and then we will chill. Looks like Diana might be studying. That's good. And I have no idea where the kicker went. Where's my kicker? They're gone. They left. They don't believe in me. That's okay. And now Campy's here. Hi, Campy. Meet my friends. It's my friend from Finland, not Sweden, Finland. Sexy beast. That's exactly what Ashley said when she showed up. Oh, Diana's not studying. She's laughing at messages. Okay. All right. This next 3-minute round is for you guys. For all of you guys. So if I lose, you pay the insurance. am dead. Oh, I am dead. How y'all doing? Oh my goodness. Copyright infringement is not a joke, Ashley. Yeah, for real. She's in here calling me a sexy beast, talking about my buns. I did it, y'all. That bad man back there, he wanted to talk to all my friends. And I said, hey man, if you want to talk to them, you can talk to me. I mean, anything you want to say to them, you can say to me. He said, no, I just want to talk. I said, so say something. He said, I want to talk to you. I said, then you want to talk to them. Because me and them are the same thing, same person, same tribe. We marched to this drum with our own drummer, but we made the beat together. So we had a couple exchanging of words and knuckles, and well, here we are, guys. We made it out the other end, and oh, I would do it for you guys over and over and over again. That being said, guys, I am done for the day. I've worked out 30 days in a row, my friends, 30. And let's take some time to look back at some of the better things that have happened since then. Well, one, 30 days ago, I was not having conversations with anybody. Time to take a 30-day nap. You funny. You funny. I need 2 more followers to hit 60 followers, guys. And when I started a month ago, I think I was begging people to follow to be my 50th follower. So I'm super happy that we're pushing 60 now. That's insane. All I'm doing is chit-chatting, working out. What times do I usually stream? It's usually 9 in the morning my time. So it's usually around this time every day. Sometimes I go a little earlier, but I'm trying to at least make 7 p.m. your time. That's correct. Okay. Diana, thank you for following. You're the 58th follower, I think. So yeah, can't be, if you want to be the 69th, you're gonna have to wait. Or you're gonna have to get some more people to follow. Help me out. I like to just make this channel something fun, something cool, but I won't lie when I say it's super fun to have people in here and actually hanging out and chatting. I think this is probably, well, I think one day I hit 19 viewers at my height, but I wasn't doing anything. I think it was just whatchamacallit, just a surge in viewers, but to be able to actually just hang out and chat with people is really fun, especially when that's the main goal of this workout. And I don't really want to stop right now, so I'll do a little stretching while we chit chat. However you interact with this, whether it's on your phone, laptop, whatever, I'm curious to know what would make it better. So let me know what you guys think. I mean, if you want some different music, I could do that. If you want more to do interactively, you know, like the cheering and bits and all that, I'd be happy to try and learn how to set all that up. But if you guys don't care about it, neither do I, because this is just a place for me to chit chat and do my thing. Are you guys speaking? I don't know what you're talking about. Kiltos? You guys talking about me? You guys talking about me in my chat? But like Valentine's Day, that's coming up. Should we do something fun for Valentine's Day on stream? Should we do something for... Oh, okay. Said thank you and you're welcome in your respective languages. Very cool. And people say that my chats aren't diverse. Are you crazy? My chats are the most diverse out of anybody. I've never seen this many people tell me about, where they live, all that stuff, what they do for work, what they're studying, if they want snacks, if they already made a cup of tea. Do some makes me feel I'm craving something different. Might take your boxing gloves now. You should. Do you guys think it'd be cool if I came up with a uniform for my gym? Something that I wore consistently every single day? Cause like, I want one. Not a tracksuit, I want a uniform, okay? I want it to be a tank top, a t-shirt, shorts, pants, all of it. I want a whole entire, whatchamacallit, I want a uniform. I think it'd be cool. I'm gonna go fight a reindeer. I have a ton of deer in my front yard right now. My dogs are always freaking out about them, trying to fight them. One time I let one dog out and he ran right up to a doe, and that doe threatened him with his life. And my dog pancaked, flattened out on the dirt, and was just, oh! He ran back inside, and then when he got back inside, he pretended he was tough. And I was like, bro, don't act like you didn't just get bitched by a doe, you know? I had to let him know, because he still thinks he's Mr. Big Beans, but really, Bambi's mom put him down. Don't want the drug. Cakes? Yeah, Toby wasn't happy with it. Cakes? How's the studying going, Diana? What are we learning about? Also, Campy, where are you from? Oh, oh, that was a big pop. I just got a really nice pop in the middle of my spine from hanging there. Wow. Wow. It was like my whole back just shifted and fell. Holy beans. That's fair. And that's probably just good operational security for yourself, you know? We're out here just sharing home addresses and socials, and you're just doing your thing. Can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that. Oh, another one of my friends is streaming right now. Midnight Mushroom. He's cool. He's cool. He's another fitness streamer. I don't know if you guys ever check him out. He's more gymnastics stuff. He's very talented, but the stuff that he does makes me feel like my rotator cuff is gonna explode just from watching. Need a box of Kleenex. Take another hit on my music, they won't feel it.
You guys better not be talking about my belly button. You know how my legs look like they're built upside down? It's because my calves are really big.
I've missed so much in the chat. I need to let my head readjust to blood flow real quick, and I can look at what you guys were talking about. Pay to win? Who said that? You sound like my friend. Tell me why teeth only grow back once. Because only the first... Wait. Tell me why teeth only grow back once. Because only the first 2 set of teeth come for free. That's just in the creator's contract. He made you and said, you get 2 and then 60,000 a pair. For the next ones you need to pay. Pay to win. Hence the term, pay to win. All right, everyone, I've had a blast. I can't thank you enough for keeping me occupied for this full, almost 2-hour stream. That's fantastic. Please make sure to follow, tune in tomorrow. I will stream tomorrow at 9 a.m. if that's when everybody can do. The moving camera is very cool. Thank you. That's a whole nother story for tomorrow. I'll tell you about, because I went through about all the stuff that I could possibly do to make this work. But okay, guys, Diana, go study. Campy, stay sexy. Kicker, Ashley, I don't know where you went, but you're really blowing the kick lead for everybody who watches on Kick. Void, stay saucy, my man. Just stay saucy. Everybody wish Diana good luck during exam season because she needs it. All right, bye, y'all.